Ford and General Motors may be joining F1 for the 2026 season, and it's pretty exciting to know that there might be new teams on the track. Since the president of FIA, Muhammad Sulayem, revealed that the organization is ready to open the door for prospective teams, these teams have been on their toes to actualize their dreams. So what are the details about their entry into F1? Now that there are chances the door to F1 would be open for new teams, several teams are working on getting a spot in the prestigious racing sport. According to reports, there is a huge chance that only a team would get to join the 10 teams currently on track to be the 11th team. So, some manufacturers who also want to be a part of F1 are looking to partner up with existing teams, and that's the case with the American car giant Ford. Ford was once part of Formula 1 when they collaborated with Jaguar to form a team. The team lasted from 2000 to 2004, but the team never achieved the success that it aimed for. The team was sold to Red Bull, and it went ahead to achieve incredible success. Besides working with Jaguar, the American team also put its name on the Cosworth engines of the Jordan F1 team's race car in 2003 and 2004. After that, Ford has recently shown much interest in returning to the F1 grid. In recent times, there has been an increase in the popularity of F1 in the US, making several American teams consider joining F1. Not wanting to miss out on this newly developed interest, there are reports that they are currently in talks with Red Bull to partner up with them for the 2026 season. After Honda revealed that it was done with anything F1 at the end of 2021 season and would only help Red Bull until 2026, Red Bull mentioned that they would begin making their power units. But they mentioned they needed a team interested in partnering up without wanting to take over their independence. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner revealed what they required from their potential partnership in 2022. "We are fully focused on a Red Bull power unit, and if there were a like-minded partner that could contribute something to the project, then of course, you would have to absolutely consider that. But it's not a prerequisite. We will be the only team other than Ferrari to have engines and chassis, all on one campus under one roof. We believe that for the long-term competitiveness of the team, it is absolutely the right thing to do. And of course, there are other opportunities it presents as well." In 2022, Red Bull was in talks with Porsche about a partnership deal in 2026, but that fell through as it seemed like Porsche had plans to overtake it completely, and Red Bull wanted to retain their independence. When Red Bull was done with Porsche, news that they were in talks with Honda to renew their partnership for the 2026 season began to go around, since Honda is eager to develop the type of electric power technology that will become quite important in F1 in 2026. But it has been revealed that Ford and Red Bull might partner up for the 2026 season. The two companies already work together in WRC, so it might make sense for them to partner up in F1 too. Another thing that might make Ford a preferred partner for F1 is that they are currently not interested in funding a team or owning a major share of the team. It intends to leave Red Bull in charge of the operations and technical development of the power unit, but there are chances that they would offer assistance to Red Bull with any issues that might arise. Ford is more interested in helping with the marketing and brand presence. It wants to gain from being involved in F1, and of course, Red Bull would also benefit from being involved with a notable company like Ford. Nothing is certain yet, but if Ford and Red Bull do continue, Honda might suffer for it, as the last 2 years have been quite profitable for the Japanese company due to Red Bull's outstanding performance. Besides Ford, it has been revealed that two notable American brands intend to partner up to become the 11th team on the grid in the 2026 season. On Thursday, the 5th of January 2023, Andretti Global Team and Cadillac brand of General Motors revealed they would be partnering up to join Formula 1 as soon as they were given the opportunity. The team would be called Andretti Cadillac, and they will be based in Indiana with a support facility in the UK. Andretti had intended to join F1 for a while, but they started voicing their intention at the beginning of the 2022 season. The Andretti family has a history with F1. The owner of the team, Michael Andretti, was a former F1 driver, while his father Mario won the 1978 F1 world title, so it explains why he wants a team so badly. General Motors, which has Cadillac as its subsidiary, is one of the world's most successful car manufacturers and a notable company in the American industry. Andretti had already attempted to enter F1 in 2021 by buying the Sauber team in 2021, but it wasn't successful as F1 was disinterested in their application. That had frustrated Michael Andretti, and he had worked hard to gain a spot in F1. Michael Andretti of the Andretti team gladly announced their partnership and revealed that their new team would bring value to the series and partners. "We're continuing to groom Andretti Global and its family of racing teams, and always have our eyes on what's next. I feel that we are well suited to be a new team for Formula 1 and can bring value to the series and our partners, and excitement for the fans. I'm proud to have GM and Cadillac alongside us as we pursue this goal. GM and Andretti share a legacy born out of the love of racing. He continued by saying that they are both dedicated to building a true American F1 team and hope they're given a chance to do so. We now have the opportunity to combine our motorsport passions and dedication to innovation to build a true American F1 bid. Together, we will continue to follow procedures and steps put forth by the FIA during the evaluation process. In the meantime, we will continue to optimistically prepare should we be fortunate enough to have Andretti Cadillac formally approved as a Formula One team. Cadillac chairman Mark Royce also revealed that they are thrilled to have Andretti as a partner and are proud to have the opportunity to bring their American design to F1. We have a long, rich history in engineering innovation. We are thrilled with the prospect of pairing with Andretti Global to form an American F1 team that will help spur even more global interest in the series and sport. Cadillac and F1 both have growing global appeal. Our brand has a motorsport pedigree that's more than a century in the making, and we would be proud to have the opportunity to bring our distinct American innovation and design to F1. After they revealed their intentions of partnering up, Ben Sulayem responded that he looked forward to further discussions with the prospective team. I welcomed the news of the Cadillac and Andretti partnership, and the FIA looks forward to further discussions on the FIA F1 World Championship Expressions of Interest process. An F1 statement relating to the entrance of a new statement stated that the team had to be approved by all F1 stakeholders. There's a great interest in the F1 project at the time, with several conversations continuing that are not as visible as others. We all want to ensure the championship remains credible and stable, and any new entrant request will be assessed on criteria to meet those objectives by all the relevant stakeholders. Any new entrant request requires the agreement of both F1 and the FIA. From the F1 statement, the stakeholders had to agree to add a team before it could be on the grid, and part of the stakeholders were the teams. According to F1's agreement with the teams, a new team must pay a $200 million fee to be shared among the existing teams to compensate for any prize money lost due to the team joining them. Initially, only Alpine and McLaren shared their positive views about Andretti joining F1. Other teams were skeptical about whether they would meet the championship standard, but recently Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has revealed that Andretti joining forces with GM to create a team would be a good addition to the grid. Cadillac and GM, that's a statement. Certainly joining forces with Andretti is definitely a positive. It gives it another angle that may or may not be beneficial for Formula One, but definitely nobody would ever question GM's or Cadillac's pedigree in motorsports, and obviously as a global auto company. The new Williams team principal, James Vowles, agreed that Andretti and Cadillac were a good combination, but he still needed to know what they would bring to the table. We're always open to the sport growing, but the truth behind it is the sport financially needs to become more and more successful. Whoever joins in that environment needs to bring with it effectively the growth that is required in order for everyone else to be in a better position, or at least a neutral position. And I think that it's been the statement from the outset, from the beginning. There are a lot of lovely things about Andretti and Cadillac. It just needs to have a good understanding of how it will grow the sport, in what way and what grows the sport, and what way and what the growth will be. Andretti is certain that they have a lot to offer, but time will tell. What do you think of Andretti and GM's collaboration? Let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.